Hi guys, just thought I'd come on and make a quick video. In all honesty, I'm not really sure what I have to say. I do have a story to tell you guys though that Deborah and I were talking about earlier. I am a, excuse me, I think I'm a nice person. I help people. If somebody's having trouble loading their car with groceries, for instance, or reaching something in an aisle, or asking for directions, or anything. I consider myself a helpful person. Um, I don't pick a hitchhiker or something. I'm not stupid, but I do try to help people. There's one thing that just gets on my last nerve, and always has, is people cutting in lines, any line. I mean, it will turn into a verbal war with that individual and myself if they do that. Normally, I get sort of that gang mentality behind me, and they used to go to the end of the line. There was one time though in Chicago, I had to get a new license, and the line at the DMV in Chicago. Oh my God, for state IDs and everything, literally 4 hours long. It's painful, painful. Um, and I was probably up, still had an hour or so left. These kids came up, the person in the front of the line, they gave them some cash, and they got to take care of their business. It was too many people to give. I was mad, but just way too many people, and I'd have to lose my place in line to go fight them. So that didn't happen. But yeah, I just don't like people cutting line. I don't like it when I'm driving for them just to cut for one car length. I really, it's a pet peeve of mine. But when we lived in Dallas, probably now it's been almost 10 years. Um, One Sunday, I just had my sweats on or whatever, and I went to get some groceries, and not a lot, but a few items that took me about 30 minutes to get. Now in Dallas, I grew up in Texas, and I was a huge fan of the Dallas Cowboys. My father was, so I was. It was Roger Staubach and uh, Tom Landry all of a sudden. But when we lived there, they had Emmett Smith, Deion Sanders, and for the life of me, good-looking white dude quarterback, Troy Aikman. They had there, and it was when we were winning the Super Bowls. It was just a phenomenal. Jimmy Johnson was there, and then he wasn't, but it was a great team. And we lived out in Irving, where their training camp was, and there was a restaurant, really sort of a burger place called the Dallas Cowboy Cafe. You could go in there, and you could see the Cowboys would come in after training. I met many of them. Anyway, that's the side story. So I was in the grocery store, and it was early in the morning, and I heard over the loudspeaker that they would be having a raffle for two Dallas Cowboy tickets for the Sunday game. 50-yard line, backstage. They have party tents and stuff that you can go back there. Limo ride, the whole bit. So at noon, they'd be handing out the raffle ticket, and you would then they would announce the winner. So I was like, well, and then at this point it was like not even 11, but I'm like, oh, I'm staying. I'm here. I might as well stay. So it's very hard to stay entertained in a grocery store, but I hung around. So we all went to go get in line, this one line to get your ticket, and if there was two of you, you still just got one ticket. Um, so I'm standing there, and I still have my cart because I have my groceries in it. And all of a sudden, this elderly couple cut in front of me. I was livid, and I'm sitting there, and I'm looking really raggedy, like a homeless person. And I'm like, Jessica, just let it go this one time. Just let it go, no big deal. But it really got under my craw. Oh, I was so mad. And I don't even think I had a cell phone at that time. Maybe I did. Or I didn't have it with me to call Deborah and bitch. But I just bit my tongue. So they went through and they handed out the raffle tickets. So about 15 minutes later, they called a number. Looked at mine, and it wasn't mine. Guess which number it was? The couple that cut in front of me. So had they not cut in front of me, I would have had those two tickets to the Dallas Cowboy football game. just like the full banana. Since then, I do not let people cut in front of me anymore. The one time that I try to be nice and I lose out, I was going ballistic in my head. When I got home, I was just ranting and raving, and I was flabbergasted. I was flabbergasted at the one time that I do that. Um, that that one number. Waited like 2 hours in the grocery store, looking homeless. I probably only brushed my teeth to leave, and it was in the sweats. It was terrible. So lesson: go with your gut. I do mine. I don't let people cut in line, and especially now I'm here in New England, Massachusetts drivers are terrible. That's why they call them massholes. I have turned into one. So, so just a quick story from me. Oh, and the other thing, I love marshmallows. I like to eat them for just a treat. I like them with peanut butter, as some of you know. I went to the store the other day because Deborah likes little marshmallows for her hot chocolate she has at night. I found these. I've never in my life seen these. And the only reason I got them is because of that. And I just opened them. Campfire marshmallows. To give you a idea of the size, this is a regular size coffee mug. This is the marshmallow. Have you ever? That is a gigantic marshmallow. Or like the size of my iPhone. I was like, I gotta get these just to say, to have, say I got the biggest marshmallows on Earth. You suspect. So, take care. Bye.